So we have done with material master configurations. Now we will see how to create and what are the transactions we will perform on material master. We will see in this video. First of all, I want to show you the path where you have all the transactions related to material master. See, you come to material in logistics general. In logistics, you have material management here. Under materials management, you have material master. Under this, you have all the major configurations, transactions. If you open this material, see these are the, here you will get all the transactions related to material creation and all those things. So first tab we have material. Under material, that is create special. So this I have already shown you when I was discussing about material types configuration. I have shown you this one. So this special create transactions are used to create these material type directly. So for this you have this. Suppose I will for example I will open this raw material. So the transaction code is mmr1. So by this transaction you will create directly of material type ROH. So here you will not be getting any field to enter your material type. So automatically it will select preferred material type which was already assigned to this transaction mmr1. So this you can see where this transaction is assigned to material type. You can see in my previous video. You can see there, you will get to know how material types are assigned to create transaction, special transaction. So see, here you can see mmr1 is for creating raw material. Similarly, for creating semi finished product, this transaction, that is mmb1. Transaction is mmb1. So here no need to enter anything. See, if you create, I will just show you. Creating with special transaction, semi finished product we are creating. So I am entering my plant and store locations. See here, automatically it has taken 163, the material number taken. So remaining thing will be similar. So we will enter all the details. So I will enter for your special material creation, create transaction, special create transaction. See, I will write mmb1 transaction code. So remaining everything will be similar. You will get all the views which is related to that material type, or else you will get what by using transaction or direct transaction, normal transaction, that is by mm01. What are the views you will get? All these things will be same, but you will get the direct transaction you have for this thing. So see, so price control is there. Yes, is there. You need to enter price, standard, costing to. See, now it will create a material. So material is created, 163 is created. This we have created through special transaction mmb1. So I will write it down here. So first we will see it here. See, if you want to know all the transaction code name, in the sense what are the transaction codes for this creation, special creation, you just execute this thing. Just I am writing, I will write for two material types. I will write material create special with special transaction PECIL. So first transaction we have is creating. So for ROH, if I want to create material type ROH, the transaction code is mmr1. For semi finished product, the material type code is HALB. HALB. HALB is a semi finished product. So T code is mmb1. So similarly, you have other T codes also. You just execute this transaction, you will get mmf1 is for finished product. So for every material type, you have the special create transactions. So now we have seen the special create transaction for creating material. Next we will move to general, that is what we use regularly. We have create in general transaction. If you execute immediately, here you have two options. One option is to create material immediately. If you create this material immediately, in the sense it will be active from the day you create the material. So similarly, you can schedule the material also. You create it and it will be active from scheduled day. So first I will show you this immediate transaction immediately. See, create immediately, there is no difference. You have the transaction code mm01. So I am not going to execute this one. So it will be similar actually. Create general. In general, you have transaction code mm01. Create immediately. Create material. Master immediately. So just you have seen we have executed many times. So it will be similarly which we have created previously. So I am not going to execute this one, but I will show this one. Now we have seen immediately, but in schedule what will be the difference? So first I will write down transaction code. So transaction code is mm11. So schedule creation of material. Transaction name is schedule creation of material. So here see, these were similar, these three fields were similar to what we will be using for through normal transaction, that is mm01. So now in this schedule creation we get one more important field, that is change scheduled for. So you need to give date here. So you are creating the material master now, but when it should be scheduled, in the sense when it will be active. And scheduling means you are creating in the future date, you are creating material. So see, now today's date is 25. So if you want to schedule this creation to future days, so this is used. So you are creating material master now, but it will be effective from, see, now it is from next month I will take better. So from next month this will be effective. Here if you want any details, you can see it through HALB, date for which the change is scheduled. So when this going to activate. So remaining field is same, remaining whatever the fields we get in transaction mm01, all the fields will be there, but except this change schedule for. So I will create material for this one. So we need to enter material type. I am giving material type ROH. See, all the views are similar to what we will create while we are using other normal transaction. So views will be similar. I will select, as of now I am selecting only basic data 1 and 2. view. 164, it has taken material number 164. So schedule creation of material, I will give you description of schedule creation. Test material, I will give test material. See, now here you can see data will be scheduled for whatever the date I have given in the future, that it will show it here. So it means from date this change will be effective. From this date this material master will be active. Okay, this is the one more transaction. Similarly, now I will show you MM60. MM60 is material list. So to check the material list, this is a transaction. I am checking whether the material I have created now is there in our plant or not. So when I execute this thing, you can see no material can be displayed. So in the sense, whatever the material we have created in the previous transaction, it is not available. Now available in the sense not active. So normal, I will just by keeping plant, I will execute whatever the material is there in my plant, it will display it here. So here you can see what we have created, it is not there here. So previous 163 it is there, which we are created by using special transaction mmb1, it has come here, but which we have scheduled, it is not showing it here. So it will not be active until the date we have mentioned in schedule date. So at that date it will become active and it is available for use. So next, okay, in display also it is not displaying the material which we have created. So now we have seen this schedule creation. Next, we have transactions for changing this thing. So change immediately is similar. So for that transaction is mm02. For creating we have next, I will mention it below this thing, then you will understand. MM02 is for changing material master, change material. Immediately, if you use this transaction, the changes will be effective at right from you execute the transaction. So if you want, see whichever the material you have created, you enter, it will be allowed to select the views, you will be entered. If you want to change anything here, you can change it. So I am just changing the description, I am entering one, you can see, you can make the changes. See, material has been changed 149. So similarly, schedule change, we have transaction MM12 is the transaction. schedule change of material. MM12 is a transaction. MM12. Schedule changing of material. Similar to schedule creation of material, this schedule changing of material will work in the same manner. So whatever changes you will mention it here for the key date, whatever the date you mention it here, from that date it will be effective. So material, I will take material, one existing material I will take, same. See, again I am taking this material only which I was edited in previous transaction. See, I will execute this one. I am again going to take only basic data one only. I will make changes in this one. So valuation test material 1 I have given in previous transaction. Now I will change this one. I will make as it is. So this change will be, I will show the difference. Data will be scheduled for this date. So from this date, the changes what I have done in this transaction will be effective. Now you can see I will display this material 149, this material I will display. So now even though I have changed the description, these changes were not affected in the material master. So I will display this material. So transaction is MM03. See this transaction only. In basic data one view I have made some changes. I will select this one. See, this description is material master 1, it is still not changed actually. So when that schedule date will come, this description will automatically change. So that is what schedule change indicates. So now we have seen schedule creation. So MM12 is a schedule change of material, schedule creation of material. Now obviously we will see display. So now I have shown you the transaction MM03. So it is only it will display, it will not allow to make any changes to the material master, whatever the master. By this transaction you will display whatever the material master already there created. So see, so under change, see one more transaction is there, activate. MM13 is the transaction code for, MM13 is a transaction for activating schedule changes. So I will first write it down the transaction key. See, MM13 is activate schedule changes for a key date. Material I will consider it's 149. Activate from today itself. I will take today's date only. So by this transaction you can activate if you have scheduled any of the material on this particular date. So suppose today is the 25th, right? Activation day, suppose, how to explain? So whatever the material we have scheduled for change, right? Schedule creation and schedule changes we have done, no? So on that day we can activate this material, whatever the material we have created by, we have scheduled for future date. On that date we can activate the material by this transaction, that is mm13. So you need to activate manually. So this is now we don't have the materials on this date, so that's why it is not allowing us to make any changes. So this transaction I will show you one more time. So how it will work, I will show you one more time. So whenever the key date, I will make one material master on tomorrow's date. I will schedule it on tomorrow's date, that is on 26th. I will schedule one material, and I will execute this activate transaction, and I will upload. So as of now, just keep in mind, it is to activate the scheduled material, change or created or changed. Next we have flag for deletion. So flag for deletion in the sense you will delete, flag it for deletion, in the sense this material should be deleted or no longer be used in the future. Whenever you feel this material should be deleted, you directly in SAP you are not allowed to directly delete the material. So first you will make a flag for deletion, then automatically some days it will archive automatically. So this material will be deleted from the system, but you will only allow to set a deletion flag. So transaction code is mm06. So here we have seen create normal method. mm03 is for display. So by scheduling we have 3 transactions now. mm06, see mm06 flag material for deletion. So I will show you, I will take one material, I will set a flag for deletion, then I will show you what is the impact it will be having. So the material number 664 is 0, this I will flag it for deletion. Okay, so I will copy this material here, Ctrl V. So I set a flag for deletion. Now you can see. So see, you need to select plant. This checkbox is there. See, flag material for deletion at client level. If this indicator is set, the archive and delete program check whether the material may be deleted at client level and delete the data at this level and at all the lower levels accordingly. Here it is a plant level only. at plant level. If this indicator is set, the archive and delete program checks whether the material may be deleted at plant level and deletes that data at the level and this lower level also. See here you have two options. One is you want to delete this material only for particular plant. At only for particular plant you don't want this material, so you are setting this deletion flag. So in that time, at the plant name is for your particular plant. So this material is only in one plant as of now 9860. So if there are many plants, it will show the indicators, all the plant names. So if you select this at plant level, so this material will not be visible for this plant only. So other level, at client level in the sense it is the higher level. So there it is still available. So I will just delete at plant level. You can see the difference, what will happen. I will save it. So deletion flag changed. So mm06 is there, right? This material I will take slash and mm02. If I see here, you can see do at least 2 deletion flags are set for this material. If you want to make any changes, it will not allow, it will show the warning message. So still it is allowing you to enter. Why? It is active at client level. Actually client level, this data material is still active, so it is allowing you to make the changes. Now I will see, now it is throwing only an error message. Same. Now I will make again for the same material, flag for deletion immediately is there. So again I am taking this material only, but now this time I am setting this indicator at material, that is entire client wide I am saving the settings. Now I am going to change material. See, deletion flag is set at client level. So you can make the changes, but it will not allow you to use in any of the transaction. So now I will do one thing, I will take this material in other transaction, then you can see what will happen. So now in this transaction I have shown you at what level this material is flagged for deletion. Now if I go in any of the transaction slash and me21n, I will just execute on the PO transaction. See, I will paste this material. First I will enter some of the details. See, if I enter this material, you will get an error. See, material flagged for deletion. Material flagged for deletion. Material master record you entered is flagged for deletion. You cannot enter such a master record number. You cannot continue your process, your current processing with this material master record. So it means it will not allow you to proceed further. So this material cannot be used. So this is the importance of this flagged for deletion. So in flagged for deletion, I have shown you At what level you can flag material for deletion, that is on client level or at a plant level. So now you cannot use this material anymore. So MM06 you have seen. Now you can schedule this deletion to future date. It is deletion to future date. Since how we are discussing about scheduling creation and changing the material in future date, you can deletion also you can schedule it for future date. So transaction code is MM16. MM16 is the transaction code. Schedule material for deletion. So this is the transaction. If you want to delete some of the material, you enter this material at future date. So here you will get the date. One more extra field is this number will give, you will allowed to enter the date, at what date you want to flag this material for deletion. I am selecting tomorrow's date. See, already it is deleted actually. So if it is a new material, you can set these indicators. No changes made. So this is the transaction, use of this transaction. I am not going to delete one more material. I am not going to schedule. So just to show you the how it will be executed. So this is one more transaction, MM16. Next transaction we have, see, now create over, change over, and flag for deletion is over. Next transaction is display. So MM03, as I shown you, MM03 for display, you need to enter the material and it will display whatever the data you have entered. So this is we have deleted, so it is not showing. See, it will allow you to just display. So at key date, display at key date. See, MM19 is used. MM19. Display material at key date. I will write down the transaction MM19. MM19. Display material at key date. See, I am going to enter this key date here. At first I will enter see at key date. So previous transaction schedule for schedule change at key date. So for this material I have changed this description. You just recall it, you can see. So I will open this material only. See, now at key date I am some of the I have scheduled this changing this material on key date 1. I have scheduled one material change. So on that day how the material master will look like. So whatever the changes I have made on that day, it will be effective from that day. So I will select, I will open this material here. You can see material description, valuation test material, material description is only this much. If I open this material on today's date, you can see what is the changes. I will open it is one more transaction, mm03. I think it will not allow me to open actually. See, on the today's date, see, description is test material 1 is there. At key date, at key date, see, this description only test material is there. So this is the use of this transaction. You can see at future date what are the changes material or how the material master looks like. So you can see the changes at future, at from on first material master description will be changed to this, but as of now this description is this one, only material master. This is on key date. As of now description is 1 is there in front of this. So now we are done with this transaction, display at key date, display changes. So now we have this transaction. So by this transaction, display changes, you can see what are the activities you have carried on this material. See, list of all change documents for material 149. So here you can see at suppose what are the changes made, who is the person, and at what time and what date changes are made. See, and what is the change we have made, what is the change, you can see it here. See, old value there, new value, valuation test material. See what I have made, I have done field description, I have changed material description in language in English. I have changed this one. Old value was test material 1, new value was test material 1. See what are the changes you have made on particular document. See, I have changed the standard price from 20 to 30 on this day. Change plant valuation type. See what you have changed, organization unit valuation type you have changed, that is standard price. Field description, standard price, old value was 20 rupees and new value was 30 rupees. You can see what are the transaction you have made here. See who is the user, changed by who is the user, what on date, time, and what is the timing he has changed. All this thing you can display here. So the transaction code is MM04. Display changes, change document. See, display changes MM04. I'll write it here so you will remember in order. MM04 display changes, display changes. Next, similarly, schedule changes, active changes, how we have done any changes in active material. So in schedule material, what are the changes we have done? See, in transaction code MM12, by using transaction code MM12, we have made some of the changes. So that is, I have changed the description, again back as of now it is test material 1. I have changed to normal, again test material, only test material. So this is the use of, so for transaction code to display changes of scheduled things, you have transaction code mm14 display planned changes, mm14 I will enter it here, mm14 display planned changes. So again I will take this mm06 here, yeah, we have done with this display option also. So we have next is mass maintenance. So if you click on this thing, so see the transaction code to do mass maintenance of materials is mm17. I will write it down here first, mm17 transaction code is mass maintenance of material master, mass maintenance. Mass maintenance. So you want to update you want to do mass updation of material master, or you want to change more than one material at one single time, one time, that is in one step. If you want to change more than one material, you need to execute this transaction, that is mm17. So you will be having this field name will be there. See, here you need to select the table name, which table name, whatever the field you want to maintain do the mass maintenance, that field name comes under which table you need to be knowing. So I am changing the unit of measure for materials, that the unit of measure will come under table Mara. So I will execute this one. Here you can see you will be allowed to enter materials. Which are the materials you want to select? You need to select it here. I am selecting from 67 to, see, I am selecting 3 materials. I will selecting 67, 68, 69. I will take 67, 68 and 69. See, if I in all the transaction, that is in all the master datas, at single step I can make the changes here. See, now I will execute this one. See, these materials came here, 67, 68, 69. This is the description of materials here. So to which field maintenance, that is you want to update do the mass maintenance, you need to select it here. So here at corner select fields option is there. If you click here, see what are the fields available in this table Mara. So all the fields will be displayed here. Now for me I want suppose unit of measure I will change now. Base unit of measure, you need to select this one and move it to here. That is say under selection criteria it will come, and if you execute this thing, this field name will come here. So now I will open this one. Base unit of measure for all the 3 materials is each. Now what I will do, I will change this base unit of measure. I want to update this base unit of measure in all the 3 master datas. So now I am taking only 3 master data. If you want, you might be having more than 100 materials. At that time what you will do, see here first you need to select the table, that is select the column in which you want to update. See, then here you have given what you want new values, what you have to insert. which you want to insert, which is the new value you want to insert in case of that is in place of each. So I am selecting other unit of measure, that is bag. I am selecting. See, after selecting bag, here you have carry out mass change, carry out a mass change button is there. If you click this one, see, whatever you mentioned in new field value, it will be updated in all the fields. So if you save this material, see, it has some of the errors in master data 68 and 69. But what I will do, I will show you what are the changes I have made now, whether it is executed or not. 67 I will take now. So I will go to mmam03. I will go. I will open this material. So only basic data view I will select. See, now unit of measure has changed here. So this is how we do the mass maintenance of the fields. So next we have two transactions. These transactions are normal transaction, that is you want to change the material type of a material. We execute this transaction. The transaction code is mmam. That I will enter this transaction name. mmam is a transaction. mmam is a transaction to change the material type. CHANG, change material type. Material type. Change material type. We have transaction mmam. So you need to know the what is the old material type for this material. I will again make changes in this material only. See, I will first check what is the existing material type for this material. 667 6667. New material type. So it might be ROH is there. So I will directly make changes. It has HALB I will make, that is semi finished product I will make. Enter the material type you want to maintain. See, old material type, it will automatically fetch here. If you execute this transaction, you are changing material type from raw material to semi finished product. It will give you a warning message. If you go here, it will allow to enter your valuation, new valuation class. For valuation class for HALB material type is 7900. It is already selected. So if you execute this one, this material type will be changed. Now I will display this material type, this material, then you will understand. So changes, how the changes will be affected here. So here I will show you /mmam03. If I go here, 67, if I open in accounting view, you can see new valuation class is updated here. See, 7900. So this is to change the material type. Change material type. Next we are left with one more transaction, that is change material type, copy material type. So this is also similar. You want to copy for other change and similar same transaction is there. It works similarly as we have executed in previous case. This is for same, this AM is the same transaction. So these are the important transactions which are there for material master. So there are many other transactions related to material master. I will show whenever we get the situation, whenever we will be doing transaction, that time we will get the situation. So displaying material list and all those things we will see there. So for now we will take a leave here. Thank you.